Hi, this is Tiffany LaFour. I'm a realtor with the Grubb Company in Oakland, and I'm here with Joey Wolf from LaSalle Mortgage Services, and we're here to talk about the importance of speaking with a lender. So thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Well, Joey, so tell me, I really wanted to know your side of things. The first thing I say to a buyer or just someone that I meet that says, oh, one day I'd like to buy a house, or I'm thinking about buying, or I'm planning on buying in a couple years, I always say the first thing you should do is go speak with a lender. Whether you're ready to get pre-approved or not, it's a really good idea to just, find out maybe a ballpark of what you might qualify for, given your current situation, and just encourage them to get educated right away, no matter what. So I would love to hear what transpires on your end. What does that initial call sound like?
Well, everybody I speak with, everyone I connect with, the first step is a 15-minute call. And in that call, the one thing I tell everybody what it's going to be in that call. I want to know what their goals are, what they're trying to do. I'd like to learn a little bit about them. If we do move forward with a pre-approval, what we need to collect. And then if we decide that a pre-approval is a good idea, I could tell them what next steps are. I always, as you said, whether they're buying in 5 years or next month, or they found a home they like, they shouldn't feel any pressure during that first phone call. It's really fact-finding. The last thing I always say is, I'm here to answer any questions you have, whether it's about me, about the pre-approval process, about the home process, because we want people to feel comfortable and want to move forward and get educated when it comes to that, to starting the process.
Great, yeah. No pressure is really key. So explain, what is a pre-approval?
A pre-approval is, in essence, the opinion of a loan advisor or loan officer, which I am, on what any given buyer or buyers could qualify for when it comes to purchasing a home. We work with lenders every day, and we submit loans, we do pre-approvals, so it's our job to know what it is they're looking for. And we collect a good amount, during a pre-approval, we collect a fair amount of the documentation that would be submitted with a loan application in order to glean what someone could qualify for. With that opinion, you can make an offer with their agent, with you or another agent.
Not with another agent.
No, of course not. And they would, and they'd be able to go in with confidence because we've taken the time to underwrite their file and back up our opinion with financial documents. So.
Okay, well, can you explain what is involved in the pre-approval?
A pre-approval is made up of 3 main factors. It is credit, income, and assets. Credit is about how you used your credit in the past, which is gleaned from a credit report, what your score is, how you're using it now, what your obligations are, because what you have borrowed and need to pay back is part of what goes into where your qualifying income comes from. The next part is income. How much do you earn in a month, and how do you, in a month or over a year, and how do you earn it? Are you self-employed? Are you W-2? Are you drawing on retirement, or do you have retirement pensions, things of that nature? All that can be used, whether bonus or commission, we can factor it all in. The last is assets. That is the money that you have, the funds you have for down payment, for closing costs. Those can be funds in your name, it can be cash. People draw against their retirement, they have investments. Some people receive a gift from family. Those can all be used as well in order to take your pre-approval and take it into account. We mix all of those things, and each person, based on their situation, we derive a qualifying income amount that they have, and that will tell us how much they can purchase.
Okay. Yeah. And how about their credit score? I do get asked a lot. People are concerned that even speaking with a lender might affect their credit score negatively.
Speaking with a lender won't affect your score negatively. And as I mentioned in the beginning, we are here to move at everybody's pace. I encourage a pre-approval because it's about education. It's about preparing yourself for an offer. It's about getting an idea of what you can buy to so you can go out and look at the right homes, and what that's going to cost you. Are you comfortable with it? Do you need to realign where you want to be for your purchase price? A pre-approval gives all of that to you. When it comes to a credit report, there are things we can do. Mortgage lenders can do a soft pull on your credit, not to affect your score. The fear is that too many inquiries will affect your score negatively. An inquiry can affect your score. It's usually one of the things that affects your score the least, and it can recover. But it is something we're wary of. We're always willing to talk to folks and strategize around that. The one thing you should know, though, is a full credit check is an integral part of the pre-approval. Whether you do it at the beginning of the process or you do a soft pull and wait to do a full pull, it will be required. So it's best to get a full idea early if you can. So.
Well, great. Just quickly, any last thoughts or advice that you would give someone who is just beginning their home buying journey?
It's the advice that you give someone to start working on your pre-approval early, just for what we said earlier, to get educated. It's just as much about being educated as about making an offer. That's what we're here to do, to make sure that you feel comfortable in the purchase you're making. We want to make sure you're comfortable with the purchase price, the loan amounts, and the payments. And the sooner you do that, the sooner you start to process that, the more comfortable you'll feel when submitting an offer, the less rushed you'll feel. I always think it's a good idea to plan ahead and do it early. So.
Yes, definitely. Well, thank you very much for joining me on this and explaining these basics. And I look forward to future conversations where we can get a little bit into the nitty-gritty of different types of loans and maybe other questions that people may send to us. So thank you.
I'm looking forward to it.
Thank you for joining us.